THS, Tech House, and Speed.
What's up? This is Tech House and Speed, the video edition of NASCAR Free Radio. I'm Bill Wood. We're on every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, on Race Fan Radio. For the next few minutes, we're going to hear from four-time Trans Am champion Tommy Kendall. He's making some noises you might be interested in. Will he come back? Is he getting ready to come back? Will he be back on the racetrack soon? You'll hear him. You be the judge. But before then, let's listen to some things you should know this week. Renault Formula One star Robert Kubica will not take part in the Monte Carlo rally after all. Kubica had been looking to drive a Super 2000 car from a manufacturer other than Renault, which doesn't have a suitable vehicle. Apparently, that process has come apart because of a contractual issue with Renault. Last year, an engine failure on the prologue stage kept Kubica from this historic event. There are reports in Finland that Kimi Räikkönen is considering an end to his career after his father's unexpected death just before Christmas. But the man who manages a 2007 F1 champion says that speculation isn't accurate, and we've just learned that Räikkönen's name has been submitted for entry in the WRC's Rally Sweden, and he'll be driving a Citroen in that event. But no official announcement other than this entry at Sweden has been made as Räikkönen continues his mourning in the off-season. Right now, all plans are on ice. Just before Christmas, the website Crash.net put out a poll asking for the top WRC driver from the past decade in the World Rally Championship. The only qualifying criteria, an event win in the last 10 years. As you can imagine, the winner was Sebastian Loeb, who's won 7 consecutive championships. Colin McRae and Marcus Gronholm follow next, with Petter Solberg and Tommy Mäkinen rounding out the top 5. Carlos Sainz, currently in command of the Dakar Rally, was 6th in this poll. For those of you who can't see a connection between races in a season-long series, consider last year's Grand Am Continental Tire ST title. It was decided on a tiebreaker of third-place finishes. Compass 360 Racing's Lawson Achenbach and David Thelinius took the title over Bimmer World Gear Watch drivers Bill Heumann and Seth Thomas. The two teams ended the year tied in points with 274 each. And on the same note, Jack Rouse Jr. and Billy Johnson were first or second in 6 of the 10 Continental Tire GT events last year, but mechanical problems at the first event in Daytona a year ago left them in 37th, and they never caught up in the title chase. They finished 5th in the standings at the end of the year. Remember, every race counts. Now let's get right to Tommy Kendall, a 4-time Trans Am champion in the 90s. Is he coming back? Is he thinking about coming back? Here it is. You be the judge.
I get asked occasionally. I got asked this year. Brian Vickers, as part of his comeback from his layoff last year, medical layoff, got an invitation, and so he said, "Why don't you come do it with me?" And I just can't do it on the drop of a hat like I used to. I need to get myself in shape. So, I guess I could come and do a reasonable job, but part of why I was successful for it is I knew what it took to compete, and I had myself ready in every way, and I don't keep myself in that kind of shape. I probably should, and my parents would tell you, my mom nagging at me, but it's not out of the question, but it would take some planning. So I promised Brian that I would get myself in shape over this year, and if he wanted to do it next year, we could do that. So, the chance of a full-time return or I guess kind of slim. The interest is there. I haven't had the desire hasn't been strong enough to do everything it took.
In addition to Tommy this week, we go back to our rally insider, Francisco Latore. He's going to give us an update on Dakar. We've also got a little bit from JB Naide, Managing Director of Rallycar. They'll be sanctioning Rallycross in the U.S. We know a little bit more about a schedule that's very late. Tanner Foust, what's going to happen with him in the European Rallycross Championship? We've got Ryan Dial, set a record in the Grand Am test in the Daytona prototype at Daytona International Speedway. That was last weekend. Graham Rahal, an open-wheel driver who's coming to sports cars with the best team in the sport. And, of course, Tommy Kendall. That's our guest lineup this week. Another great show. Remember, every week, I promise you nothing but winners, champions, and legends on Tech House and Speed NASCAR Free Radio. We're on every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern on Race Fan Radio. If you miss it or want to hear it again, you can go to iTunes, just put in Tech House and Speed, take it wherever you want to. Or go to my website, bybillwood.com, go to techhouseandspeed.com or racefanradio.com and catch the show on demand. Great show. Come listen to it. Winners, champions, legends. I promise you every week it's out there. Go get it. Have a great week. I'm Bill Wood. Peace.
THS, Tech House and Speed.